Level 49.
If you ever get the time to, like if you're playing by yourself, for example, the blue monsters are named like blue items where it has a prefix and suffix. So like if it's a shrieker, it'll say like blood-sucking shrieker of whatever. The rares just get random words slapped together, so it's like filth-faced the scavenger. And stuff like that, and that's actually several modifiers slapped together to get that specific name. So you might see filth face like several times other places, but it's because he has 2 or 3 of the same affixes as the other filth face.
Filth face.
But it's a really cool like naming convention because it's not really intended or like on purpose, but they're funny.
I got wrecking ball.
Very nice.
Okay.
Are you back?
I'm back.
Okay.
Oh frick! Since I'm back, sell all this crap I just got. Start fresh, might as well.
So
I like to loot it. Oh yeah. Oops. I'll put away my portal scrolls because I never use them.
I would still keep them just in case. It is very useful. They end up being your best friends. Especially later on, like when I am solo leveling or like doing solo maps and stuff. I burn through those almost as fast as I do wisdoms.
Did I get an
every time?
Did I get an invite? I'm sorry. Yeah, oh, there it is. Up. Bam. Okay.
I dropped a portal, but I've also moved on from it because I was being silly. I went down from where the portal is.
You're all good. I'm coming through right now.
I just remembered the other thing we were supposed to do, and I always get lost trying to find it. And I remembered why, because it's in a stupid place. That's why I was trying to rush to it.
Sure. Around following you? Yeah.
Huh?
Your minion.
Yeah.
Creeper thing that's crawling around.
Yeah, the giant bone thing?
Yep.
Yeah, he's a carrion golem.
Carrion golem.
Yeah, he gets stronger than more minions I have that are not golems that are around him. And he also makes them stronger. Alright, so this is going to be a really easy thing. We just follow the outside here. There's 3 items to pick up, kind of like the Golden Pages quest. We're looking for Katava's Horcruxes.
Ha.
So you should check out those boots for sure, because they have white sockets.
We got plus 6% chance to suppress spell damage, 23 That's strength, solid. 24 increased armor and invasion, 17 maximum life, 11% stun and block with 90 armor and 99 invasion.
No move speed though. Unfortunate.
We got white axe, or the maul.
The white sockets are really cool if you can get them on a decent base.
We'll hold on to those.
They're useful. Like if you can find a way to get movement speed on them. You could always just roll them until they have movement speed too.
It's true. Alright. Alrighty.
So the layout might change a little bit, like where the stairs and stuff is, but the general vicinity for these three things are always in the same place. Is there a green thing down here?
Mm-hmm.
To replace the feast of birds that Kitava had greedily consumed.
I believe this is an optional quest, but I believe we get a passive and 2 respects out of it. And it's easy.
Those refund points they refund the whole tree, don't they?
No, just a single point.
Ooh. But you can get a orb of regret to refund the whole tree.
Nope.
No.
They turn into a refund point.
Right. Well, it's not
They're
as good as I thought they were, but not as bad. It's not that bad, especially when you're already
it's kind of
solid
expensive.
building.
It's kind of expensive, but like also you can buy them from a vendor. It's one of the orbs you can go trade for, so you know the direct exchange rate and it never fluctuates.
Into the sea. I cannot carry this. Kitava sank to the bottom of the sea. But instead of the fish eating Kitava, it was Kitava who ate all of the fish.
You got a crafting recipe and
flesh, scales, guts,
the other Kitava's PC.
Okay, I need to drop junk.
The fat-bellied Kitava back up from the sea. They were even more furious and knew that Kitava must be punished one final time. Arohomui, daughter of the moon, was preparing for a feast to celebrate Tsukuhama's return from his war on the first ones of the
Get your crafting recipe.
Tafor, son of the forest, asked each of the birds to sacrifice one of their kind for the feast. He gave these offerings to Arohomui, who cooked them in a great fire stone pit. Seeing all of those plump birds cooking made Kitava very hungry, and he offered to watch them to make sure they didn't burn until Arohomui rested during the heat of the day. Arohomui thanked Kitava for his kindness, but while she slept, Kitava ate the birds, flesh, bones, gizzards, and all. Upon waking, Arohomui was furious to find that Kitava had lied to her for saying that he would watch the birds when he truly intended to eat them all up. When Tsukuhama arrived home in his mighty canoe, Arohomui asked him to punish Kitava for his selfish gluttony. Tsukuhama...
This is why this build's good, because I haven't cast them in a while, and they're just running around just mobbing up on stuff I can't even see yet. They're just like, oh hey, what's that?
I'll kill
They
that.
start shit. And they just go start shit. Like, I'm here for like 9 seconds. Let me make as much chaos as possible.
Yup. Hi, Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me.
Yeah, basically.
Oh. Drop more crab.
That which he truly intended to consume.
Those aren't terrible. It's actually a pretty solid life roll on those.
Tsukuhama, our father of war, and Balako, father of storm, took Kitava to Inokora.
Went the wrong way. This one ahead of you.
This is like my ideal side quest. It's like, hey, go get these things. It's not a puzzle. It's, hey, go here, here, and here, in a circle. But by the time you're done, you're gonna walk right back to where you started. I'm level 50. Some big numbers.
Thousands and thousands of blistering lashes across his back as he
The small
drove
things.
him relentlessly
Nope.
into the darkest corner of the underworld. There she left without water or food for the rest of eternity. And there Kitava remained, in the darkness of Hinekora's night-clad island, for time beyond measure. There he suffered, waiting for the day that he could return to the world of light, to slake his scorching thirst and satiate his raven.
Oh. But I want to carry it.
I'm going back to town through the waypoint. I think there's like 2 things we can turn in. So if I did this right, the last thing we have to go back to the ruined square for is literally by the waypoint for it. And that moves us on to the boss fight. What I really like about this build so far is now that I've hit this kind of silly point, I literally just get super tanky. It's good. Like I'm going to take a bunch of life nodes, and I'm going to end on I can have an extra curse, and my energy shield protects mana instead of life. Which means I can spend it like mana also.
That's
we're gonna go back. Yeah, it's really cool. It's kind of a weird, specific, like niche build because you have to go hybrid on a lot of your gear, and your passive tree, like the life and energy shield nodes, actually become a little more valuable to you. So yeah, we're gonna go back to the ruined square.
Let me sell stuff real quick.
Hey, no rush. But we are literally outside the door of the place we need to go. I did it, Luke. I remembered. We did all the stuff the most efficient way possible, and I'm happy. I got it right on the 4th try.
A ring with 1 socket that's white.
Some of those are interesting, some of them are eh. If it's a regular rare ring, it can roll regular stats, so it can have like resistances and all that stuff.
It's got plus 12 strength right now, so I'm... Yeah.
Like, I'll show you what I plan on using. And I don't even know if it's worth it, but it sounds fun to me. So the one I just sent you.
Level socketed cursed gems, 24, 23 lightning, left ring slot, your chilling skitters or applies socketed hex curse instead, right ring slot, your shocking skitter bots, or applies socketed hex curse instead. Huh.
So what
depending
that
on
means
where you put it.
That's what it's referring to with skitterbots.
Crap. Pushed the wrong button. Summons a chilling skitterbot and a shocking skitterbot, which will trigger your traps and detonate your mines. Mines detonate by skitterbots will be rearmed and can then detonate again. The skitterbots grant you more trap. That's really cool. So they just make your traps explosions, basically.
Right, you have 2 of them. One of them, if they're in a certain area, applies chilled to the enemies that it's nearby. They're immune to damage, they're unkillable. And the other one is a lightning-based one that shocks them, so the ones around that one take more damage, and the chilled ones are slowed down. And they tend to kind of stick together. But depending on which ring slot you put it in, either the chilled one applies a curse also, or the shocking one applies a curse. So my elementalist is going to use that in a couple levels. So I can always have like flammability on stuff while they're shocked.
Yeah. Alright.
Because I see some in Skitterbots recommended a lot on certain builds, and I have never used it before, and they're adorable. They're literally what I imagine with Alex's Spiderbot.
Yeah.
They're adorable little...
Ruin
the Ruin Square.
Yeah.
Yep.
No way. Yeah. Little Skitterbot runs around creating chaos.
And we're actually very close to me being able to switch over to my witch. So I can kind of show you the goofiness on that build too. So we're gonna go straight in this door. So my character is a Templar. This is actually like his house of worship and very close to his, like he's a cleric and this is happening like in his church basically. So like the person we fought that turned into the god and everything else like hurt him deeply, and then everything else that's happening is like, this is blasphemy.
This is all blasphemy.
As soon as we walked in here, his quote was, I will cleanse this place and its hallowed legacy.
Huh.
You do you, brother. I'm gonna help you. You cleanse it with the flaming skulls and the giant undead skeleton thing.
Yep, like, whatever helps.
I'm sure that's what God wanted.
Yep.
Use the undead to your advantage. There's a follower. Fucking love this thing.
You want it?
No.
I can get back.
Pretty good. I have a stack of like 30 of them. I don't really use them that often. I use them on maps because you can bump it up to having 8 modifiers instead of 6. Or if it is a tier 16 map, it has a chance to push it to a tier 17, and it's specifically a Vol Temple map, and it's set up different, and I fucking love those maps. Like they have 10 like loot boxes that are like the vault vessels at the end of the little side areas, but they operate like strong boxes, and it's super cool.
Huh. I like the strong boxes. They're kind of fun.
Well, they have modifiers like contains a Vol side area boss and stuff like that, but it drops a bunch of really good stuff. It has a higher rarity chance, drops a bunch of uniques, and most of them have a higher chance of being corrupted or double corrupted, so they have 2 implicits that are insane. So you just get a bunch of really good loot just all over the place. They are so much fun. If we can get to mapping before this league is done, if not, we just wait till next time, I'll show you. Because they're pretty easy to pull up on the Keurig missions whenever we get to end game. Okay, so hold on, I gotta talk to him, I'm pretty sure.
Get the recipe.
Okay.
Oh, I do. I need to go back. Talk to him.
Okay. So if we didn't take too long, our ruined square should be the same ruined square that we started with. But it's not, so that's okay. This part's generally always in the same part of the map too, so I know how to get there. Luke, I did it. I absorbed Act 5.
You
My
absorbed
trouble
Act 5.
Most of these, like the last couple, I've been able to run through comfortably, and I've kind of apologized ahead of time for how clunky it was going to be.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I've actually, I've got it down.
You got your stuff down. You know.
It helps explaining it to somebody else instead of just sitting here doing it.
Yeah. Now it's on stream.
Right.
Well, the first half, or the second half is, but we have to go through again.
That's fine.
Which is fine. More characters.
Right. And, like I said, this is the harder part. The second half is revisiting a lot of stuff we already know, just in a different context. It's all kind of mix-matched. But knowing how to do this part is pretty important for just wanting to do several characters, or just having a couple character ideas, being able to get through this part fluidly and quickly. Just getting to mapping or in-game stuff as quickly as possible is very, very useful. So you having the familiarity with this part is very, very handy.
Yeah.
Alright. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. This is going to be a big old boss fight. If you resurrect at checkpoint, if you die, it will literally be where we just came in from. Or maybe not, we're not quite there. We're not quite there. I apologize. I jumped the gun. We have to fight our way to the boss fight. The wrong way.
I'm gonna go grab this loot real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
No.
I'm trying to find the way forward because this is another one of those like awkward layout kind of maps or instances. The roof's on fire, so like there's parts of the ceiling that aren't connected, or it's like a little offshoot and it's all wall. There is no door through that little part.
Huh. Some good stuff here. That's not what I wanted. Oh well. I'm caught. Be good on that.
God, these guys, my skeletons are hitting hard enough to stun. Means they're hitting a threshold of like 60% of their life.
Jeez.
Within like a certain amount of time. Or they just have super low stun threshold, or I have something that makes them increase or decrease enemy stun threshold. I probably took a node somewhere that makes them do that. That seems more logical. Because they really don't deal a lot of damage, it's just that there's like 26 of them hitting several times.
Yeah.
Don't die. Hey, don't die.
We're good.
There's some pretty solid loot down here for you. Ooh.
I cannot carry this.
Okay, I'm gone.
Okay.
Kill Katava. Oh.
Yep, he's a big boy. Yeah, he hits hard. There's gonna be some phases to this, like the laser hits him, I think his heart pops out or something. There will be ads that get summoned. Essentially, every time we phase him, he's gonna transform a little bit and break out of the statue. He's gonna hit harder, and his moves are gonna get more complex.
Oh!
Yeah.
Did I? I did. Resurrect at checkpoint.
Yeah, you can resurrect at checkpoint. I've also dropped a portal. I just died too. It's cool. It happens. There you go. Up to the
Hard. Damage it.
He'll start dropping like AoE attacks and things that linger, and that's what usually gets me, is like that stuff, that creeping blood. It absolutely does. And then my portal may have just like not helped us. I almost portaled out instead of moving.
Ah!
I was trying really hard not to use my Guardian because it feels like cheating, but he is absolutely saving my bacon right now.
No, you gotta use everything.
Yep. Yep, I'm gonna die. It's gonna happen again. I know it.
Try my hardest not to.
Okay. So now he is on his last phase.
Flicker, but it cannot be extinguished.
Now I know you're gonna say it is bullshit, but we just got railroaded.
Ah.
I didn't want to spoil that part. That's how we get our minus 30 to our res. Is that Katava fully like emerges and like hits us with a curse, and we like fall. The Sin swoops in and saves us.
Ha.
So now we're gonna go lick our wounds and see what Katava's return has done to Rake Last.
Okay. That'd be kind of cool.
I'm Captain Lily Roth. And we remember?
And I'm gonna switch to my other character. I believe I am ready for that.
Alright. So don't think I'll be forgetting that favour you owed.
Yeah.
Despite your best efforts, Beast Slayer, a split...
First we hear that Oriath has lost its bloody mother, Nessa.
Now there's a pair of arms.
Oh, buddy. I really need to, like, roll the colors on my helmet. Grab a gem off of another character. Do I risk it for the biscuit? That's the real question. Oh, we got it. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can breathe. Holy cow. I gotta do a little gem swapperoo.
I'm thinking about going towards a leech. A life leech.
It's helpful.
Which then goes towards, what is it? Gosh dang it. Iron Reflexes converts all evasion rating into armor oh my gosh. Dexterity
Yeah,
provides no
that plus
bonus.
unwavering stance is fantastic.
Ooh, I think I might combo that.
Okay. I'm ready. I gotta like mentally prepare myself because I'm playing a different character. I just made a divine while I was looking at this stuff.
Has invited you to join a guild, Lollipop. The Lollipop Guild. I kinda wanna join.
Join the Lollipop Guild?
I got invited to join the Lollipop Guild.
What the fuck?
I kinda wanna join the Lollipop Guild.
Dude. What? That's so cool. I would. I don't know if you can just like change guilds though.
That's the problem.
Hold on, let me look it up real quick.
You change guilds? If you say I'm joining Lollipop Guild, I don't know what it is. I have no guild information.
They're account wide and can't be joined only by specific characters. They start with 30 member slots. There are 3 tiers. Well, there is a global chat specifically to find guilds.
But we're gonna do it real quick so we can play for a little bit longer and then I'm about to get off. Okay.
Okay, you can't just leave.
You can?
Yep. So, like, if we were to make one later, for example.
Oh, somebody's trying to trade me.
Wild.
A lot of activity.
Somebody's trying to trade me too. I don't understand.
Where are we going next, though?
Just the coast.
Oh. Oh. This world. Oh, the world starts over. I see.
It's different though.
Been remade in Katava's image.
So we are going to... I am a couple levels behind you, but that's okay. I'm so excited. Like, you want to see something silly? Well, we gotta kill all this stuff first, hold on. Okay. I can leap slam and animation cancel with Frostlink at like a right angle. So I can go... I can do all sorts of silly stuff. So like I can do this Wave of Conviction spell and end up ahead of it. Or I can cast it and then wait and be with it.
That's cool.
It's really
trippy.
cool.
It's kind of trippy.
The way I have my buttons set up, I have to like hold L2 to leap slam. Like L2X, let go of L2 and hold square, and direction. So I'm like doing a bunch of shit. Like I feel like I'm playing a MOBA or like a fighting game. But it is insane.
Doing a lot, yes.
I can like juke with that. I can leap slam in and frostblink back. Like... I feel like I'm playing NBA Def Jam.
Yep.
Or whatever it was called.
Jump. 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 Die. Waypoint.
Like I said, it's going to be very similar where you're like, hey, wait a minute, we've done this before, but it's going to be different also. Like,
Tidal
hold
Island?
on a minute. Yeah. Because like now, the Karui have taken over this place. Have we done an expedition before?
I don't think so.
Okay. I can show you how to do this one. Because it took me forever to figure these out. They're actually pretty intuitive. So, there's like 4 or 5 different people here for expedition. Tujin and others. They all have their own special currency that drops off of this mechanic. Sorry. But they all operate the same way. If you look at the bottom of your screen, it says L2, R2, and down. I'm gonna do it. It'll bring up this green aura around you. The first one has to be within a certain distance. If you look on the ground, there's these markers with chests on them at different rarities. Like
Yeah.
This one's a red chest. There's also skulls of various sizes.
Okay.
And then lastly, there's these pillars that have actual stats on them. So excavated chests are the first thing I was talking about.
Okay.
Runic monsters are the other. So we get 4 detonations. So I try to get as many of the thing as I can, but I also try to see what all these stats are. So like I'm not going to hit this unearthed remnant over here that says monsters are immune to physical damage, because the top part is what they get, the bottom part's what we get. So if they're immune to physical damage, you aren't going to be able to hurt them.
That would suck.
Right. So we aren't going to touch that one. Runic monsters have a 50% chance to drop an additional rare weapon. Is pretty cool. There's one. So since we have that tag with runic monsters, I prioritize skulls over chests, with the exception of this red one. Excavated chests have a 50% chance to contain additional rare jewelry, but also monsters have plus 5% to all max and all reds. We're going to do that. These detonate in the order I drop them. And as they detonate, it revives these things, so prepare yourself for a fight.
Alright.
One of the cool things about the runic monsters is they have what's called ward, which is essentially like another health mitigation, kind of like energy shield. And it works differently. I can't remember exactly how it works. Okay, so you start hitting those excavated chests.
Okay.
So I don't know if you saw the little thing that drifted up. You should be getting artifacts. That's what these guys trade in. So you come talk to him, you press triangle and haggle. He's going to have a whole bunch of stuff, and he's going to ask for stuff. You're probably not going to have most of the artifacts. It took me forever to start building them up. But you can actually like haggle the price down. He has a price set, and when you try to buy the item, you can actually offer a different value.
That's cool.
He's my favorite one. He offers some really cool stuff.
Okay.
It's usually worth it.
And he holds on to that currency.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, his shop, like all of them, their shops will not change. And like I was saying, if you like go talk and haggle with him, the very bottom right of his thing, or at the top of his currency tab, there's exotic coins, like a stack of coins. If you have those, you give them to him, it'll refresh his shop.
Okay.
So they always have the same shop until you actively give them a special currency that drops off of these missions to refresh it. And like I said, there's 4 different ones, and they all have a different mechanic with those artifacts and what they trade for.
That's cool.
Like he haggles, one of them actually just has a bunch of random stuff. One of them has currency to trade with the other 4 of them.
That's cool. Okay. There's a fight over here. Haha.
Do you have an orb of transmutation or alchemy?
Probably.
Oh, that's why I was asking. Confused on that.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Gem cutters and arcanists are usually pretty good to roll. Diviners are the best ones. You like always want to try to roll those and try and get like extra items or something.
And actually, I don't think I do on me.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Me.
I cannot carry this.
So even though I very rarely use it, I'm technically a fire trap elementalist. It's just got such a high mana cost. It's really good for bosses. It's kind of clumsy to use running around through regular stuff. And then the mudslats.
Alright.
So my favorite little, like, confusing thing about this build is that, like, yes, everything's shattering, but it's not from cold damage. Yeah, I know I'm using a cold spell, I have a unique ring on that makes my damage ignite. Hold on, I'll just read it.
I cannot carry this.
40% of cold damage converted to fire, ignited enemies killed by your hits or destroyed. So like my ignited enemy shatter, and I have like 80% of the cold damage from frostbite converted to fire.
That's pretty cool.
So it visually looks all cold, but it's technically all fire.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
It blows them up with how cold it is. They blow up.
That's why you'll see like two different effects there. Like sometimes they'll explode in like actual gore, and that's because they're ignited but not frozen.
It's a lot different, yeah.
Not only that, a lot of the locations are mixed up because of stuff that we did in the first half. Like opening in the bridge and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We have access through those roads that we opened.
Alright. Here. Let's get to a good stopping point, but...
Yeah, we're literally almost there.
He... almost out of level.
This lady's gonna drop the eye to open that place, so we can literally just... if she's supposed to.
He did it again!
He did it again? Oh, he did. What animal. Okay, so that eye, we just take all the way back to that yellow exclamation point, and we can stop there.
Yeah, let me drop that. Get that. Grab that.
Because this quest is essentially the same thing we did last time, where we just clear the area, but it has a boss in here instead of, like an actual boss instead of it being like a bunch of undead.
Frickin'. No. Stuff. Go in there.
We don't have to go in, just activate the door so you can get that item out of here. Then we go back to town, you can turn in Bestel's quest, and we're done. Yeah, we are in the back half of the game, Luke. Congratulations.
Yeah!
But also, this is a good time to check your gear, because your resistances have changed. It's gonna be real sketchy.
Woohoo!
Yeah, things are lethal. They are not messing around.
Turn in the quest.
The fetid pool.
Yeah, stop there. I'll do the rest tonight. Alright,
Alright.
I'll see you.
See you, buddy.
Okay.